Welcome back to the IS Companion. Today's lecture is on interstate relations and the functioning of the Indian federal system. At the heart of India's federal structure lies the delicate balance of power and cooperation between the center and states. However, equally crucial is the synergy among states themselves, reflecting the essence of true federalism. Today, we shall explore the provisions within the Indian Constitution that facilitate interstate comity and examine their significance in maintaining the integrity of our federal system. Adjudication of interstate water disputes, one of the most contentious issues among states, revolves around the equitable distribution of interstate river waters. To address such disputes, Article 262 empowers Parliament to adjudicate conflicts through specialized tribunals. Acts like the River Boards Act and the Interstate Water Disputes Act provide legal frameworks for the resolution of water-related conflicts, recognizing the complexities involved in managing shared water resources. Interstate councils serve as vital platforms for fostering dialogue and collaboration between the center and states. Established under Article 263, these councils play a pivotal role in inquiring into disputes, discussing common interests, and making recommendations for better coordination. Their existence underscores the commitment to cooperative federalism, ensuring that states' voices are heard and their concerns addressed. Uniformity in legal matters across states is crucial for upholding the rule of law and ensuring justice for all citizens. The Constitution mandates the full faith and credit to be given to public acts, records, and judicial proceedings across states. This provision not only promotes legal consistency but also fosters trust and reciprocity among states, enhancing the overall efficiency of our judicial system. Articles 301 to 307 of the Constitution guarantee the free flow of trade, commerce, and intercourse throughout India, transcending state boundaries. While upholding this freedom is paramount for economic growth and development, certain restrictions can be imposed by Parliament and state legislatures in the interest of public welfare. This delicate balance ensures that the principles of federalism are upheld while addressing the diverse needs of our nation. Let us delve deeper into the complexities of interstate water disputes, a recurring challenge in our federal system. From the Krishna Water Disputes Tribunal to the Mahadayi Water Disputes Tribunal, each case exemplifies the importance of adjudication mechanisms in ensuring equitable water sharing and resolving conflicts amicably. The establishment of a permanent interstate council, as recommended by the Sarkaria Commission, marked a significant milestone in our federal journey. Comprising key stakeholders such as the Prime Minister, Chief Ministers, Union Ministers, and Union Territory representatives, these councils serve as catalysts for cooperation and coordination, fostering unity and progress across our diverse nation. The recognition of public acts, records, and judicial proceedings across states underscores the principle of unity in diversity. By adhering to common standards and protocols, we uphold the sanctity of our legal system, ensuring that justice is served impartially and efficiently. While the freedom of interstate trade, commerce, and intercourse is enshrined in our Constitution, it is essential to strike a balance between freedom and regulation. Parliament and state legislatures play a crucial role in imposing necessary restrictions to safeguard public interests, thereby promoting fair competition and economic prosperity. In addition to interstate councils, zonal councils play a vital role in promoting cooperation and coordination among states within specific geographical regions. By addressing issues such as economic planning, linguistic minorities, and border disputes, these councils contribute to the holistic development and unity of our nation. In conclusion, the successful functioning of the Indian federal system hinges on the principles of cooperation, coordination, and mutual respect among the center and states. Through adjudication mechanisms, interstate councils, mutual recognition of public acts, and freedom of trade, India embodies the spirit of cooperative federalism, ensuring unity in diversity and progress for all. As we continue our journey towards a more inclusive and equitable society, let us reaffirm our commitment to upholding the principles of federalism and fostering a stronger, more united India. Thank you for your attention, and I look forward to our continued exploration of these important themes.